I know that we've been trying to coordinate our Black History program that's going to be coming up. So I know we don't have our official agenda, which we don't need because we've already discussed that before via email. So I'm just going to pull up the email that I have just received from you, Miss Hart, about the Black History program, and then share my screen real quick so we can see if we have any questions about it. Can everyone see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You
Okay,
muted.
great. So it says, this is from Ms. Hart to the staff. Good evening. Black History Month takes place during the month of February in the U.S. and Canada. The month is recognition of the experiences and accomplishments of the Black community. The purpose of the month is to underline the importance of civil rights, strive for greater equality, and empower Black history makers to tell their own stories. The purpose of the program, Black History Program, is to enable young voices to tell their own stories. All right, we're asking all grade levels and class to participate in our program scheduled for the 28th. Teachers and students are asked to create one of the following below to pay tribute to interviews in the past students to pay tribute to. All right, so use these examples: monologue, dance, poem, skit, and have names submitted. Do you guys? So this sounds good. I do have a question. Do you think that we should distinguish categories? Like if it's going to be a monologue of a historical, you know, speaker, um, dancer, whether it's in music, you know what I'm saying? Art. Should we put them in categories or should we just leave it the way it is?
Well, that's why I was asking them to submit the names of the students or individuals that will be participating. And I was hoping that they would send that information to me as far as what category they are going to be participating in. That
Right,
would assist me with even completing like an agenda or program
right.
um,
And the
for
only
the.
reason why I'm asking about you all or us trying to come up with categories is because you know that our teachers are always like, well, what exactly do you want? Can we do this?
Yes.
Um, and I guess just to narrow it down and make sure it's not something that's going to be so out, broad that. But I don't know. We should be looking at African Americans in science, African Americans in music, African Americans in uh education, African American. You know what I mean?
Yes. So should we go ahead and do that and then send
I
something?
mean, even if we don't stipulate that they have to stay in those categories, just give them an example so that because you want them to be able to be clear with their kids exactly what kind of things they should be looking for. Because our
Oh,
kids go to are going to be Rosa Parks, Martin Luther
okay.
King,
We
Malcolm
did
X,
say that.
possibly. So at least
We
the teachers will have a way to do some research or pull some other names besides just the common ones that they're always wanting to do,
do. Okay.
um, versus having a variety of you know people to look at,
Okay.
that they've never heard of before, that they didn't realize that the stoplight was
Right.
created by Garrett Morgan, or
Okay.
the gas mask, that kind of thing. So maybe just give them categories so they can have a wide range of
Okay.
people to look at, and then see. Then from that point, we see what they signed up for and what kind of things we might want to ask the community. Because what's that? The guy that's always outside, the parent. I taught his grandson. He's usually
Mr.
outside early in the morning. He's one
Yeah,
of
it's
community.
oh gosh, it starts with a B, but it's
The
Mr.
one that
Byron.
was talking about your where your mother lived at, Miss Jackson. What's his name?
I don't know. I'll be saying the wrong name every time.
It's,
I think it's
oh
Butler
gosh.
or Birkin or something like that.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
something to. I think it's Butler, because
I,
I'm sure he might
but
have or know people who have artifacts and stuff we might be able to use
oh,
to help the kids bring their characters to life. So I
okay.
think that the sooner we and let parents know that we want it to be like a living wax museum type thing. So we want them to dress the part. So if we
Exactly.
know ahead of time what they're going to be doing and see the teachers donating stuff for them to wear and that kind of stuff. But you know
Okay. And I'll get with him in the morning when I get in and talk to
okay.
him.
Okay, what do you think about that, Miss Jackson?
I think that's a good idea. Especially for most of the, like you said, most of the teachers are gonna try to figure out what what are we talking about.
Right.
Um, at first we thought the teachers decide. Um, because every teacher may be learning something, teaching their class something different.
Right.
Like they may be focusing on one particular person throughout the whole week, and then
Right.
so I was thinking maybe give them that option just in case they're not focusing on a certain scientist or a certain
Right.
art, stuff like that.
And that could be an option too. Like these are all suggestions just to give them a variety, so they'll
Yes.
have more than just one go-to that we normally always default to.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a plan. So let's get with Mr. Butler and then go from there and see what the teachers come up with, and then try to narrow it down so we can figure out how to map out the schedule, how we're gonna put it in some kind of order. I'm here to
Okay.
help whatever you guys need for me to do, but it's a
Thank.
collaborative effort. I appreciate your time, ladies.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
Thank you. I'm going to stop recording now. I thank you for your time.